Happy Sunday. It is me. How are you? It's me, Elder Pamela Robinson Smith, on my pulpit porch because the temperature is lovely. No, isn't it? The temperature is lovely. A nice change from our normal New Jersey weather conditions. I actually don't have on a coat. I just have on a little jacket today. And I'm sitting on the porch just reflecting upon the past week. And for the most part, it was a good week. Every week I learned something different. So just in case you're just checking out my videos, now of course the weather's warm. You're going to have some more noises in the background. So somebody putting on some good house music while I'm talking. But that's all right. But for those who just started to follow my videos or just picking up on this video, 3 weeks ago, I started as a teacher apprentice to teach art. And I had no idea that the level of energy, effort, and time that I would need to commit to my life. So in addition to all the things that I've been involved in at church, with the sorority, and with my business, as part of being a teacher apprentice, I must study a certain amount of minutes, hours a day, every day, and attend some classes in preparation for me to pass the state test to be certified. The kids are still amazing. The kids will test you, that's for sure. I think they're getting more in a routine as they see that Miss Smith is not going to disappear like a substitute teacher would. I'm learning their personalities. They're learning my personalities. And it's pretty amazing. I learned as much from them as I hope they're learning from me. So we're still in Women's History Month. And I attended a wonderful worship service today at Elmwood United Presbyterian Church, honoring women. And as I sat there, I reflect upon the women that have poured into me to make me the woman that I am today. Good afternoon. Some pivotal women. Some of those women are still in my presence. Some of those women are still in my presence, and some of those women are in the heavens. I have to believe looking down upon me and still planting seeds of wisdom, courage, resilience, and love. It's important to have women who will pour into you, and it's important for you to pour into women. Whether you do that at home, in your families, whether you do that in church, or whether you do that in organizations that you belong to. So you may be part of organizations, women's organizations, where sisterhood and lifting each other up and empowering each other is the unspoken reason for being together as an organization. It's important for us to realize that people, our sisters, deal with challenges every day. So it's important that when we approach each other, when we interact with each other, when we're conducting business together as sisters, whether it be organizational, churches, work, family, that we need to approach with love. I think information is better received when the words are carefully chosen and the spirit in which it's delivered is constructive, because choosing the wrong words, choosing the wrong tone, choosing the wrong approach can make or break a situation. And I feel that way in everything that we do. Everything that we do. It's important, especially if you really want to be heard. I've often told my husband, when he gets frustrated, if we're in a meeting or gathering, I've often told him that when he's getting frustrated and he wants to get his point across, sometimes that frustration and anger starts to display itself in an emotional delivery. Excuse me. But the challenge there is, even if the message that you're delivering is important, crucial, correct, if you deliver your message in a emotional, kind of reactionary way, the message is not going to get heard. People are focusing on your emotions, not your words. So it's important for us to maintain composure, respect, and mindfulness about what we're really trying to communicate, so that the message can be received, heard, and received, right? And when I think about us as women, we're always being told we're emotional creatures, when in actuality, all humans, men and women, are emotional creatures. God made all of us with emotions. I know that men, males, boys are conditioned not to show emotion, which is so far from the truth. If God made tear ducts, everyone can cry. So I constantly remind myself that I can't let every negative situation or person, or I don't know, I can't let everything impact my emotions in a way that I am coming outside of who I am. When I show up to a situation, I'm showing up as my full self, or at least I'm trying to, right? Life can be lifing and change you in ways sometimes that you don't really realize. And it's important that we do self-assessments to say, you know what? How am I presenting myself? Am I presenting my best self, or am I coming half-stepping? I try my best to not come half-stepping, even if I'm not feeling 100%. So like this week, I caught a cold. The weather going up and down, and being around my new little scholars, my body just said, you got this, girl. You got a cold. You got to do what you got to do. And even in that feeling of unwellness, so it wasn't major enough for me to not work. Even in that feeling of, I don't feel 100%, I try to come and show up as my full self, because my students deserve it. My fellow teachers deserve it. Heck, I deserve it. So if you're not showing up as your best self on a regular basis, then we need to do some self-assessment, right? We're not perfect. We are human and we will error. But we just have to be conscious that when we're showing up, how we show up, how we pour into each other is crucial. Because even though you may feel like, well, what am I doing to pour into anybody? Sometimes you offering a skill set that they've never seen before. Sometimes you're offering a personality that they've never seen before. Sometimes, well, many times, I strive to be the vessel of God, so that when they look at me, they see God in some kind of form or fashion. God and its amazingness, and its kindness, and its discernment. So this week, things are starting to show up for me. So I'm trying to show up for it and not let anything or anybody bring me down to a low level of not being my full 100% self. And I hope you can do the same. It takes time, it takes maturity, it takes self-awareness, and it takes wisdom. Something that we are not born with, something that life will teach you if you pay attention. And you have good family. And you have good women in your life. Like my mama, my aunties, my cousins, my church friends, my sorority sisters, my day one sisters. Hey, y'all. It's just important that we continually show up. And show up in a way that is respectful and that God will be proud. And never at any point should we make anybody feel any less than, because we're walking on this earth together. We can survive together and we can be happy together despite war. That's a whole nother sermon. Despite prejudice, something that has existed for so long, you would think it should be played out by now, but it's not. We're doing it despite, especially women. Fellas, I love y'all. Can't do it without you. Lord knows that's the truth. But this is Women's History Month. And so I'm speaking primarily to my sisters. I hope you're being a inspiration for someone. I hope you are being a role model for someone, because people watch. People watch us, whether they're adults or kids. And so how we show up is so important. How we represent. I'm representing. Who am I representing for? First, I'm representing for God. Second, I'm representing for my family. Third, I'm representing for... Who am I representing for? You can tell me. When you see me, what do you see? I hope you see kindness, love, fun, creativity, all of that. Think about who you're representing for. And when you go out into the world this week, show up, show out, be your full and complete, awesome self. That's enough for today. I think I talked too long. Sorry. My voice is coming back, so I'm feeling like I need to catch up. Have a blessed week. Love you. Bye.